What's up, family? Y'all ain't gonna like this one. There's a book I called Perfectly Normal. It teaches kids 10 and up puberty, pregnancy, and sexual orientation. The author of the book says it's meant to teach kids about sexuality, healthy relationships. Fam, the book has images of naked people having sex. Men on men, women on women, groups, all kinds of stuff. The guy who illustrated the book is called Michael Emberly. He is the guy who in his head drew these pictures of human beings, grown folks having sex that was meant for kids to watch. The author, Robbie Harris, she fixed her mouth to say, I knew it was going to be controversial, but I don't care. Her words, I was warned by several people not to do this book, that it would ruin my career, but I really didn't care. To me, it wasn't controversial. It's what every child has a right to know. Every child has a right to know about sex positions. Every child has a right to know how mom and daddy get down in bed. There's another book out, I forget the name, that shows moms and dads having sex and moms breastfeeding kids and having sex in front of their children. They're saying that they think it's perfectly normal for parents to have sex in front of their children. The two biggest books, styles of books that are banned in the U.S. are books that contain cuss words and violence. Guess what number 3 is? You got it. Sex. Books with sexual images. And that's very sexually explicit. Back in '94, this book was first published. And it's fortunately been banned in many libraries and bookstores and even schools across the nation. Shout outs to the people who understand that these uncivilized mutts must be stopped. Fam, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. The reason why they're able to get away with this stuff is because there are too many cowards in America. There are too many people in this country who don't stand for nothing. They see the issues. They see what's going on. They see how detrimental it is to society, to our children, to our future. But they won't do anything because they're afraid that somebody's going to say something about them and ostracize them. Somebody's going to shame them and wag their finger in front of them. Look at you, you. They're scared of that. They're afraid to have an opinion, even when they know the opinion is morally correct. They won't stand on it. A bunch of cowards. These people got themselves in a position where they could have power, and they was like, man, we finna stun on you fools. It's so bad that even when you know you're right, you won't stand on it because you don't want the clapback. You don't want to have to deal with the drama. You got men who oppose certain things in their household. They oppose certain things when they're watching television. They oppose it. And the women in their lives will question them like something is wrong with them, to the extent that they'll just fold and just leave it alone. How did it get that bad? How did it get that bad? I'm standing on mine, fam. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care for real. Like, I feel like if I can't stand on what I believe in, I'm not me. I'm not being authentic. And if I cannot be authentic, if I cannot be authentically me, what is the use of living? I would feel lifeless. I would feel useless. I got to stand on something. I got to. I can't just let everything slide. I can't let live every single time and just say live and let live, but live and let live, live and let live. Well, you know, don't judge. Well, you know, man, that ain't how it goes. That's not how it goes. They had a book called Captain Underpants. That was the most, it was the most banned book in the U.S. back in 2013. In that book, it was banned, that book was banned for using potty words and toilet humor. It was the most banned book in the country. That book is child's play, literally, compared to this. Is perfectly normal. See, that's what they want you to think is perfectly normal. It's all a mind fuck, fam. If they could say it and they get everybody repeating it, it's perfectly normal, perfectly normal. And everybody want to be normal, right? Right? I'm going to tell you where else they got y'all at. Remember the show, Modern Family? That was a horrible show. A horrible depiction of family. Horrible depiction of family values. That show ran how many years? It's probably still running. But I remember when that show first came, that show had horrible ratings. They kept it going. They kept it going. They kept it going. They pushed it hard. I mean, they gave that show so much love, so much advertisement and marketing. They had to make it work because that show was part of the agenda. It is about brainwashing. We can normalize these relationships and make y'all think it's cool. Well, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We cool. It doesn't matter what you do, how you are, whatever. Everything cool. We cool. We cool. We cool. We cool. They normalized it. Next thing you know, oh, this is the Modern Family. Because most people like modern. Nobody really likes old. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, what's the opposite of modern? You know, you got modern, you got old, or you got classic or traditional. A lot of people are traditional. Oh, hell no. I want modern. I want to be modern. I want to be hip, you know? Everybody want to be hip. I want to be modern. I want to be in style, baby. What's popping? What's happening right now? I want to be like that. I want to be like that. You see? So they just subconsciously got people gone. People are already like, yeah, well, you know, that's what's happening. That's modern. So this is what time we on now. A lot of people change their values and their convictions with the weather, depending on what day of the week it is, depending on what year it is. Well, this is what we doing now. Oh, this is what we doing now. I get it, fam. Times do change and people do change. But everything in the past everything that's traditional ain't bad. Some traditional values exist because it helps to stabilize a society. Here's the deal, fam. If you or I was in possession of those images that are in that book, and we pass those images on to a child, we would be charged with child pornography. We would be charged with some type of endangerment of a child. But they get to disseminate these books in libraries, bookstores, schools, if they'll accept them, anywhere. How is that? How is that not a crime? In my opinion, Robbie Harris, Michael Eberle, and all the rest of them should be locked up. They are menaces to society. They should be locked up immediately. The key should be thrown away. Look, fam, they already got you. Now they want your babies. No more talk.